I hit the button.
Eat the button. Let
We're
me get some
live.
music.
No, it's not really what there.
I hate it.
Oh, well, we're live now, for sure.
This is the new
Well,
through Saji's mouse.
yeah, for our audience, Sachi has a new voice. New voice, who dis?
I just have a cold. That's why my voice sounds different.
Yep. So we just discovered this as well, folks. We're contemplating this at the moment.
Okay, that was just too weird.
It is.
What? Hey. Sound Madu.
Oh, just give the little cutesy laugh and we'll just start.
Yeah, let's get it started.
All right. So, last time you all finally returned to Novastone after saying your goodbyes to the people down at the cult. There was definitely a lot of awkwardness considering Sachi and Leo had a little bit of a confrontation.
That's a little awkward.
And now you all have decided to head back to Mechanus in order to speak with Frank Flask about the Forge of Souls that Core is seeking before you guys head out to the 10th province, to High Shear. So at this moment, you all have just departed.
Departed into Novastone or departed to Novastone?
Can you repeat that?
Departed into Novastone or departed to Novastone?
Departed from Novastone.
Or not, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, Mechanus.
So you left the cult, you returned to
Okay.
Novastone for a little bit, then you guys
Okay,
decided,
yeah, no,
let's just go ahead and go.
Okay, yeah. Or sorry, I meant Mechanus, but yeah, you still answered my question.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you have this Nitro?
Can you? What?
Do you have Discord Nitros?
I do not.
You should get it, and then you can use Sully's voices whenever you're voicing different characters.
Oh, so that's how it works. Okay. I was gonna ask. Oh shit. I might look into it. I'm not doing it right now, but I'll look into it.
Yeah, this one's called Ghost.
Oh.
Use that voice for the Raven Queen.
I think your volume is a little too low, Kevin.
And yeah, I to get is pretty low.
Hang on.
Yeah, I turned you up to 175.
Okay. Oh, my volume is too low?
No.
Because when
with the voice filter, it's too low. You can barely hear.
Yeah, because when it translates the voice, it creates a new volume level.
Gotcha. Okay, Okay, I'm moving you to 175. Try now.
Talking.
That's better.
Okay.
Not for me, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I don't think I control it for everyone on the call. I think you have to do it individually.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Right-click
on
their icon, and then it'll say user volume.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot use that if it's too much.
No, it's up to this level.
We can try it and see how it goes. I mean, I don't mind.
Alright, we'll use this going forward. Okay.
Yep. We're gonna test this out. See how it goes. Maybe this will be used more in future campaigns. But you guys are now departing. You've quickly packed everything up, and you guys are heading out for a 2-week journey to Mechanus. Now, I'm not going to play every one of those 2 weeks, because you guys, I I tend to not like make you I don't want traveling to feel egregious, but also you guys have been this way before. Although it's been a while. Now that I think about it.
So are we getting kidnapped again?
Not during the journey.
Yay!
Maybe later. Um,
So yeah, during the 2 weeks, core is, like I said before, continuing to work on the dragon wings,
that's right.
increasing the fact that I can now have powered flight, kind of.
Okay, so I think that will probably take you the entire 2 weeks.
More or less what we agreed on.
Uh, let's go around the horn. For the rest of you. Leo, what are you doing during those 2 weeks when you are not? Because I know you tend to be at the helm. What are you? But obviously, you don't always have to be at the helm. What are you doing with your time?
Avoiding Sachi.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm avoiding Leo.
Okay.
Stop the
I'm
course.
avoiding everybody.
I mean,
or should I say everybody's avoiding me?
I want to sneak around Core while he's working.
you want to sneak around Core?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that would be a stealth check against
It
his
would.
passive perception, because I don't think he's
And
going to
with advantage.
intentionally perceive.
Night with advantage.
Do you have a way to
Yeah, I have the boot or something.
let me look at your item list? It's
Boots of elven kind.
you might have boot. Honest, I forgot about that.
Told you.
Hang on, I'm looking. I actually do. You do. Shoot, I forgot about. Yeah, you have advantage. So go ahead.
It's okay. I also forgot about it. Stealth.
Oh shoot.
Just barely.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah,
Just
that beats
barely.
his passive. Because Core would not be actively perceiving you unless you started causing shenanigans. So yeah,
I pretended to
beat
be
him.
closer in court.
You have a 1 in 4 chance of beating my passive perception.
But yeah,
Note to self: next feat need to increase that wisdom, or the passive wisdom.
well, I guess in that case, Core, why don't you describe to Sachi just how you work?
Basically, at this point, I've removed my wings. I'm just kind of fiddling with them, adding or figuring out how the bones from the dragon wings will actually kind of articulate into there, adding extra metals, etc., etc. Very methodical.
Okay.
And likely quite boring for Sachi.
Incredibly so.
It's also very warm. I imagine Core has made it has put in place things to make sure the ship doesn't catch fire from his little forge.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, at this point, there's probably been moments where I'm halfway redesigning the ship after it's been damaged by something or another.
there are some vents that have been built in order to so there you guys are kind of steam is pretty much constantly coming out of you guys' ship. Steam and smoke. But Sachi, it is very humid. It's very hot in this room.
It's very what?
It's very hot in this room, is what I'm saying. Just considering having a literal forge inside of one room.
That's a good point.
With full-on resistance to fire, plus being made of metal, I don't even
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah, no, Core, you're
So,
fine.
more than likely, this room is even hotter than what he's kind of
It-
expecting.
Yeah, it would take a lot of heat to make Core like it would take like much hotter heat in order for Core to not be able to handle it because of his resistance. So I would say Sachi, roll me a con save.
The fuck?
It'll be a small one, but I mean, the longer you stay in here,
Yeah,
Sasha's gonna be
that's the
sweating.
reason. You're not gonna take damage. It's just okay.
Oh, yeah. 5 into the normal, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. 20 would definitely be enough.
Yeah, you're actually able to stay in there pretty. It honestly is kind of soothing. The heat.
And like a sun.
It's kind of like a cat in a sunbeam
Mm,
or a cat near a fireplace. Like you just like. I imagine like those tabaxi tendency, like your tabaxi DNA causes you to kind of like curl up and just fall asleep
Right,
in
right.
there.
The rhythmic,
Yeah,
the
it's kinda
rhythmic
cat-
sounds of the hammer.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
thi-
smart
and you-
girls, but when I go to sleep, Cord probably notice me.
Oh yeah, no,
Probably.
Core, you turn around at one point and there's just a sleeping Sachi in there. She
she's
seems
not.
fine.
She's not talking.
Yeah. I will give you this because your medicine. I'm pretty sure you have a really high medicine. She's fine.
Yes. I don't. How high is it? Well, I'm not proficient in it, but I still have a 7. So.
Yeah. So that's enough to basically tell you like she's fine.
Yeah. Not to mention my passive investigation's also 16. So on top of which, it's like, whatever. She cooks herself. Not my big deal.
She seems to have at least a hardy enough constitution that it's not affecting her. There is a point, Sachi, you do eventually like wake up and you have to leave the room.
Okay. Thank you, Cord, for keeping me company.
As long as you're quiet, you're more than welcome.
Did you ever dissect
you-
that one body you got when that friend gave you?
I just point over to the corner where it's kind of sitting in a, not really a case, but just kind of leaning up against the wall.
It's cute.
It's quite a few cuts in it, incisions and whatnot. A couple of its organs are just kind of off to the side.
How's its penis?
It's a very interesting organ. I've not really figured out much about it, but humans still seem to prioritize this thing. I'm trying to understand the reason why.
Come on, Cord.
Nothing has come to mind as of yet.
Okay. Well, when we see Frank last week, ask him about his penis.
For some reason, I feel conflicted on this.
That Yeah, but anyway. Moving along. Moving away from that.
Okay, I can't do that voice now.
Yeah, I don't know. It may just be,
It kind of like glitches. Yeah, that's fine though.
Leo, what are you doing besides avoiding Sachi?
Leo is just debating his choices in life and where he
Huh?
is, and because he knows what's going to happen and where his mindset is right now is obviously, the subscriber's not going to fuck me over or hurt me. Leo doesn't really want to hurt Sachi, but if it comes down to it, he's not sure yet.
Yeah, I get it. Meanwhile, Farina has developed a taste in model train sets.
Oh, you could hear that.
Yes. I usually don't. It's just this time it was like I could hear it, and I was like,
Yeah, let me close the windows.
Farina, what are you doing actually?
Let's see. Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's just say that Farina's working with her blade, the one she got.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out. Well, I guess she already knows what it does, but practicing, I guess, just for now.
No, I get you. Yep, you take a lot of time just practicing different stabbing motions, slashing motions, just wielding it, thinking about the best ways to use it with its properties.
Yeah, and I assume I'll be doing this on the deck.
Yeah, you would have to.
Yeah.
That's probably the best place. That's probably has the most open space for you. The rooms you guys have are like decently sized, but not anything spectacular. Like, so you would definitely have to get on the
Yeah,
deck.
that's good. It's just some around, if any, common and stuff, I guess.
Well, after a couple weeks, the four of you along with your crew finally see a floating mechanical city in the distance. It's been a while since you guys have been here. I want to say it's probably been at least half a year.
Coal Run. Is Coal Run still fucking mayor?
You don't know. Probably.
Is
And
Coal Run still mayor?
I'm not sure. I have yet to be back in this amount of time.
and
by this
also like,
point-
is go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, at this point, basically, you guys can probably tell that the wings are a little bit more robust and everything. Oh, then again, no, he wears a cloak to hide the arms, though. Never mind. I forgot.
You could make it to where the wings
mantle
are
just
kind
looks a little like a little bit bulkier on the back.
yeah. I imagine Core would have the wings kind of look like a cloak kind of thing.
Well, if I'm basing him off of, like recreating the dragon wings or whatever,
Yeah.
like they're non-magical, so I can't just like, oh, they're a cloak.
Well,
It'd be nice, but
I imagine you're folding them though. I don't imagine you're walking around with the wings widespread.
Yeah, whatever.
I was wondering if Mechanus is gonna be happy to see us. I don't remember how exactly we left.
I mean, they should be. We fucking saved the city.
I
You
know
did?
we left on
we
we
did,
left on a
but
good note.
we also like tried to start a coup against the mayor, or like
I don't.
didn't
I
try
will
to
say.
start-
Oh, go ahead.
didn't well we didn't try to start one. We pretty much like tried to encourage him to step down.
Yeah, not you're. I mean, you guys you never actually did anything with that. So I would. Well, we'll say that as you get up. You know what? We'll describe this in game. As you guys depart from the ship, you guys have stationed it in the harbor. Just say that you guys pay for being able to keep it in the harbor for you decide. I would say you guys just pay, and I'm not even gonna like you guys. It doesn't
rich
really
enough.
cost a lot. Yeah, you're rich enough that I'm not even gonna have you guys take it off of your sheets. Like it's just like I don't need to. you guys basically have enough to where like you could probably stay for a week or so without incurring any like actual gold cost. And you guys kind of get like you're like, are you sure that's not a lot? And they're like, oh no, the heroes of the city deserve a discount at least.
Goddamn right.
Well, it's good to know our disagreements with the mayor have not affected our reputation. Also, I guess this is a good time to establish diplomatic ties between
Or diplomatic
Mechanist and the
immunity.
cult.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh my goodness, that I have a lot of thoughts on that. We'll get to that later. Yeah, you guys, as you guys are in the city now, one thing you notice is they have repaired any damage that was incurred during the events from when you were here. The power stations have been repaired completely. Any damage that was caused by the constructs have been repaired.
Probably a
Everything.
little surprise.
Sorry?
It's a probably little surprise.
Yeah, Core, you're not like Mechanist was inevitably going to get back on its feet because they're literally the city of builders. They should know their thing. They should know their shit.
Mm-hmm.
But everything looks a lot better. As you all now one thing you do notice, Core, it doesn't really intrigue you at all. You do see like, cause the city is full of different shops. As you guys are walking through the streets, you do notice one shop that has like a hole in the roof, as if like something tore into it and then came back out.
Well,
some-
someone had a little bit of an experiment go awry.
Yeah, that's what it really, you don't, I would imagine.
I've probably done that about 4 or 5 times myself.
Yeah. That's how Core's gonna start to get out of buildings. He's gonna bend the metal and just come out, wings spread like Goliath from Gargoyles.
Wait, I'm gonna become a metal bender? Oh god, this is getting awesome.
We live again. Dang it! Now I have to get now I kind of am imagining Core with that voice of Goliath from Gargoyles.
You could have that.
God, I haven't seen gargoyles in who knows how long.
I didn't see it much as a kid, so I tried watching it, and I enjoy it. I get really distracted from long series really easily, so it's hard for me to finish stuff. I'm working on. I need to actually. I've been watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 2003 recently, and I've gotten pretty far actually. I'm on the 5th season. Anyways, Sachi, you do see some portraits around the city of Mayor Colrun. So, yeah, he is still in charge.
What do I have in my backpack? You know, I claw at the portraits.
As you start to claw at them, immediately some constructs start walking up. Halt!
Oh, it's freedom illegal here now?
Defacing public property is not.
It's not.
That is technically. That is, you were defacing public property. We must take you in for questioning.
Again?
Please do not resist.
I'm resisting. Don't tase me, bro.
They are actually going to.
Don't tase me, bro. Core already has his out. Oh.
Their hands suddenly turn into tasers, and they go to tase you.
Hey, they stole my idea.
Let me roll.
Core's gonna ignore this.
One misses, but one of them got a natural 20.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, Core's just gonna ignore this and continue walking.
Yeah. That's a good one. What is my crime? A succulent Chinese meal?
So you will take well, actually I think how are we doing? How do we do crits? It's been a while. I think we double the dice.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and well, when it comes to we have the other one or my other campaign, we have the house rule. Basically, you max out or regular crit is you re-roll the die, like all dice involved. So if you re-roll 2d8 for whatever reason, you're rolling 4d8. Our house rule is instead you get maximum on the. You basically roll the dice and then you add the maximum for said dice.
Oh,
So,
you
yeah.
go for explosion rules. We've been doing
Yeah.
that in one of my groups, but it's gotten to be a bit like calculating all that math is a little like
Not
at least
really.
for
It's like I said, it's 2d8. You just roll 2d8 and add 16.
well, speaking of 16, Sachi, you take 16 points of lightning damage as you are tased. They tase you in the side.
Me, bro. I said not to tase me.
They start to go to pick you up, or pick you up by the arms.
Turtle boy.
You need to pay for your mistakes, Hachi. This is how you learn. This is a valuable lesson. This is a valuable lesson I'm not going to take away from you.
This is abuse.
And Sachi is dragged away. I'm assuming just from what I know about this party, none of you are stopping this.
Actually, not Frank Flat. Who's the rabbit again? I forget.
Clunk.
Yeah, Clunk. Clunk's probably watching this. Is like, this is oddly familiar.
Clunk is watching this and he's like, "This is hilarious."
Clunk's not helping me?
No,
Why?
you deserve it.
I thought me and Clunk were cool now.
You are. That doesn't mean you don't like. He's not gonna think it's funny when you do something stupid and you get your just desserts.
Jesus, okay.
What, you would do the same thing.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. That's the sad thing.
You don't know that? That's my character. Yes, I do.
I'm the DM. I have seen Sachi grow for the past like 2 years. Yes, you would. You would laugh. You would, if this was happening to Leo, you would laugh.
That's harsh and cruel and I think unfair to my character.
Is it true though?
Maybe.
I will say, Azalea is gonna be like, are we going to just let them take her?
She'll be back out in a few. She'll be back out in a few hours. You don't need to worry.
Fine.
Some time in the clink will serve her some good. I will say, a construct comes by and immediately starts casting mending on the claw marks and repairs the image.
You see? It was all a completed it was complete wasted effort.
She's probably gonna act like a hardened criminal once she gets back.
So like she used to.
People treating me like a criminal because I killed somebody. But eventually, you all, the three of you now, plus Clunk and Azalea, you all reach
Yeah,
the
I have my menagerie of pets as well.
okay, and your menagerie of pets.
Thank you.
You all reach the house of Frank Flask.
Oh, I thought you
Currently,
were for Frank Flask. Damn it.
that's your own fault.
I didn't think that through.
No, you didn't.
Well, he didn't think that there was going to be an immediate response.
Would
But-
Frank Flask pay her
Bail.
fine or whatever?
Potentially.
She has her own money. She can pay it.
You actually, Core, this is kind of interesting. You see Frank outside, currently with his daughter Lacus and her children. So you see some dwarf kids, and she is I would say, I'm gonna roll a d6 to see how many kids she has. Oh shoot, I rolled a 6. There's
Wow.
a bunch. There's a bunch of dwarven kids just like running around playing, and he is playing with them, and he looks healthier than you've seen him ever. Like completely sober.
Looks like he's finally actually taken the advice that he's given himself for how long to lay off the booze, or at least reduce from the 3 barrels a day that he was once drinking.
And as you are walking up, he kind of looks. Core! Well, son of a gun! I didn't expect to see you here.
Greetings, Creator. I have questions that need answering. And apparently you were the one to be able to answer them.
Getting right
Good
to the
see
point
you
as
again,
always.
Mr. Flask.
Thank you, Farina. Good to see you too, Leo.
Hi.
What happened to Sachi?
She's in jail.
She decided that she needed to test the local law enforcement. For whatever reason, she decided not to resist.
That sounds like Sachi.
I like how Frank Flask doesn't even ask about the other one.
Oh no, he was about to.
Okay.
You're
Sure you didn't forget.
you had another friend with you too, didn't you? Last time you were here. May?
She's
I think.
decided to stay in her home, which is
Okay.
in the second province.
Fourth.
Sorry.
The god.
Was mixed up.
The god of this world whispers in your ear.
Fourth.
Are you sure that wasn't Frank Flask correcting?
I mean, it'd be funny both ways.
What's that noise coming out?
Yeah, there's like some like noise coming from Kevin's side.
Oh, sorry. I have a new microphone. I'm still trying to get it worked out.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries. All right. Well, it's good to see you all. Come on in. I'll get you some food and ale for Core specifically.
Very well. Please make sure you retrieve it from the 3rd shelf from the bottom. I know that is where you keep your best.
You know me well. As you walk in, the house looks phenomenal, and the Locust and the kids join in. The house looks phenomenally better. It is clean. It smells good. Corey, you get that kind of that nice forge smell. Looks like his forge is active again.
I see you finally taken my suggestion and reduced yourself from the 3 barrels of alcohol per day and to actually start working again.
Yeah,
It is a very good of you, creative. How many barrels are you down to? 2?
well, probably half, if anything, if I do. I do drink every so often, but I have been very much cutting down. I've been working out, I've been working the forge, I've been trying to get myself in a better place. I realized, well, after you left, I really realized that acting the way I was, in the drinking and in pining for you to call me dad and stuff like that, was not healthy.
Yes, I'm sure your daughter is much happier with this result.
Locus smirks. I am. But yeah, I'm working on being. I do need to apologize to you for putting as much on you as I have. I think I've realized. I've been talking to Locus. What is it called? A therapist? Yes, that. Um, we've been talking about just how my wife's death truly affected me, along with some other things, and just I put too much, and really just my kids moving out. It's affected me more than I realized, and that wasn't fair to you.
Or
But
just
I
kind of
am
cocks his head a little bit. I did not notice. I am unsure why you are so worried about such a thing.
well.
I am
Either way,
literally
I'm
a machine. I am literally a machine. So,
yeah. Well, I still want to apologize. I think I'm really proud of the man, the machine that you are becoming.
very well. Apologies accepted. Now, I have questions I need to ask of you.
Very well. Meanwhile, Sachi, you're placed inside of a small holding cell. All of your items are confiscated.
Okay.
They confiscate your armor and your weapons. And as you your daggers are taken, you hear, "Fuck you, Todd! Screw you, Nick!"
What are you guys doing?
You are not allowed to have weapons while you are incarcerated.
You let me keep him last time.
You will wait here for the rest of the night.
I want to speak to Mayor Colrun directly.
I just love the idea of these random guards. Like, all of a sudden you have a prisoner. You let me keep him last time I was in here.
Mayor Colrun has other matters to attend to.
Oh, so he's too good to me with his constituents? I'm a proud member of Mechanist.
You are not from here.
What
You
know,
are
huh?
Sachi Smiles. Your records show that you did save the city once, which we think.
Yeah.
But you still deface public property and need to stay here for the night, unless you would like to pay your bail.
I save a city, and then defacing property gets me thrown in jail. I don't get a fucking mulligan. I don't get like a fucking get out jail free card.
The law is important.
Oh, the law. What's my bill?
The eyes light up. Your bail is 100 gold pieces.
Never. I would like to use my free phone call, please.
What is a phone?
I would like to contact somebody. I would like to contact an attorney who goes by the name Turtle Boy.
Very well. You will get your free sending stone use, and they hand you a stone with an ear on it. You get 25 words.
Dad, they put me in jail, and I'm scared, and I'm cold, and help me, please.
You do realize we saw this happen and we let it happen.
Well, Leo, you hear that in your head.
I went inside, stare up at the sky for a minute. And I just shrug. I go to the fucking jail.
Leo, what? Leo, you start to get out. Frank's like, what's going on?
Sachi has called and needs to be at the jail for some reason or another. I don't know. But I feel like we need
Oh.
to. I feel like she's gonna get in more trouble than she should.
All right. Well, I'll talk with Cora, and I will talk, and I'll have dinner ready for you two when you get back.
She doesn't need to be fed. She
I
just
also
has
have
some kind of punishment.
I also want to meet the mayor.
Well, I don't have the power to look into that. You guys would need to go to his to the town hall.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to go there, set up a meeting. It's nothing too much. I just planning on setting up a temple right here.
Oh, you're setting up a temple. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I will say you're gonna need to. As a business owner, I can tell you, you're gonna need to buy property, which can cost a good bit.
No, this is for religion. It's government funded.
Well, you also need to get a license to preach in the city.
That's fine.
But also temples are not necessarily government funded. Depends on the now the gods of like the Forge domain, yes, because that's a big part of the city. But other ones, from my experience, they have had to basically pay to create temples here.
What about gods of assassins?
He kind of just like, Well, I think they would probably have to pay. I don't know how they're going to feel about a god of assassins having a temple in the city. You may have to get that
Don't worry,
approved.
we don't accept paid services. We just kill whoever a goddess decrees.
From a
He looks-
bystander, that doesn't sound much better. Oh, don't worry, we don't take payment. We just kill whoever we want.
Frank looks up at you, Core, and is just like visibly uncomfortable.
You get used to it.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, you have fun with that. I hope it goes well. Core, what, you said you had some questions.
Yes, I was told by I forget. Was it my god or I forget?
Yes, it was your god.
Okay. Yes, I apparently had a revelation with Gondet earlier, and he told me that I need to talk to you to find the Forge of Souls.
He pauses. I didn't think I'd be hearing about that anytime soon. Okay.
It apparently will be useful for me, so I have decided to seek it.
All right. So, did he tell you anything else?
Yes, that it is currently owned by an individual with going by the name of Gibson.
Yep. Yep, that makes sense.
So I have come over to retrieve this information, possibly retrieve the Forge of Souls, and continue on.
Right. So, Gibson. Well, otherwise known as Gibson Flask.
So I take it he is a relative of yours. Good, this makes it quicker.
Yes, my twin brother, actually.
Much quicker.
Core years back, long before I made you, Gibson and I ran this shop together. We spent a lot of time traveling, obtaining different the different materials we needed to build fantastic constructs, like yourself. Gibson was always very very innovative, very much wanted to build the next big thing. And
It sounds like I would be able to get along relatively well with this twin brother of ours, Crater.
Maybe. There was one thing that he was looking into that I know for certain you are not the biggest fan of. He was looking for a way to give constructs free will and free souls.
Out of character, this is like almost, well, not necessarily exactly what Core's wanting, but actually, yeah, Core just really, Core doesn't really care about like freedom of robots or anything, or of Warforged.
Yeah,
he just considers them kind of a superior breed, considering they are mechanical and everything. So, honestly, this is just kind of neutral to him, I think.
Yeah, well, I remember last time because this is very similar to what was going on with Mechanus, and Core was very much against giving the inferiors like souls.
Oh, the lesser ones. Oh yes, never mind. I was thinking more just with the Warforged.
No, he I didn't explain that very well. Frank is basically saying like,
yeah, no, I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, in that case, never mind. Well, this research does sound interesting. You must tell me where this individual is so I can eliminate him, or at least convince him to stop his research.
Well, I haven't seen him in a long time. But last I saw him, he had found something called the thing that you were looking for, the Forge of Souls. It's an item that can do a lot. It can give constructs souls, but it has another use depending upon the hands that are being used. So one thing it can do is it can take souls out of people.
No issue with that one.
But also it can reforge souls. It can basically change people. It can turn them into totally different people. He was wanting to take souls out of people, flesh bodies, put them into constructs, but then have those constructs help him, assist him, like serve him, basically. He would basically make them forget everything about themselves and be forced into servitude.
I really wish I actually was playing core evil at this point.
And
This does sound like a very useful application at the very least, but it would definitely be heretical to actually try and give souls to, well, kitchen equipment.
well, and he was also, he wanted basically to make, really, I think it came down to he wanted to make Warforged easier to control, because that was around the time that Warforged like you started gaining their own sentience. Core, you know that there's still kind of the issue of whether constructs or Warforged are counted as actual, like, people. And, well, he did not necessarily see them as people. He only wanted to give them the souls because then maybe they'd be easier to control. They'd be willing to serve, and that gave him like it's one thing to have just control over something, but it's another if something's like you had that control but they're willing to do stuff for you.
Don't worry, I fully understand the difference.
But
under these circumstances, considering he is trying to enslave Warforged, there's even more reason for him to actually, at the very least, cease this relatively bad research.
Yeah, I don't know exactly why he went down this path. I don't know what happened. He's never been quite the same since, well, it was actually when my wife died he started getting kind of screwy. She and him were...
Perhaps he had relations with your wife.
No, nothing. not like that. No. He and my wife were best friends growing up, and he was my best man. He was my best man. He wanted well, he that's another thing he's wanted to do. Potentially, I think he was trying to bring her back.
There are easier methods.
Yeah. But a soul needs to be willing to come back. He was gonna force it.
Yes, that does cause a few issues. Makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, because Core would know that, with the exception of Revivify,
Yep.
it has to be a willing soul.
There are ways to kind of trick the willing soul, but I'm not sure how well known those tricks would be.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, if she died naturally, it really doesn't matter anyways. Although the definition of natural death is kind of ambiguous.
Farina, you're in the room. How is this affecting you?
I thought I was gone.
Oh no, I didn't realize you'd left. Oh, I thought you were still there. I didn't realize you left.
To be honest, I was. I thought I was gone. So
Okay, then we'll just say you had left. That's fine. I'm sure Core will explain things to you guys later. In his way.
If they ask, maybe.
Yeah. But Yeah, that's kind of the information I have on it. I'm willing to help you if you need any assistance, any upgrades or anything like that.
Well, I am currently in the process of upgrading myself.
Yeah, I noticed the wings.
Yes, they are starting to come along quite nicely. I'm not sure considering how useful they are. I am not completely understanding why you did not install these with me in the first place.
I was not in the best state of mind when I made you, so I was more focused on building you than giving you all the bells and whistles
Hmm.
at the time. But
That is a
I
that
can
is a reasonable excuse. I shall forgive you for this.
I appreciate it. What I guess I have to ask, Core, what are you planning to do with it?
At the moment,
The
the wings are just a secondary objective in terms of figuring
Oh,
things out.
I meant the
But I know.
forge.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know. But yes, my actual final what I labeled as the core ex machina. um, I wish to understand more about the concept of why Warforged are superior to living creatures. There's the obvious reasons, of course, but to truly understand that, I need to create life, and thus I am trying to create my own life. Not my life, but I'm trying to create a life that I can actually witness and observe.
He kind of chuckles at that. That's an interesting goal. Are you saying I'm going to be a grandfather? I'm kidding.
If that is how you wish to take it, I guess technically speaking, if I was your son, then yes, that would work.
Well, so long as you are not creating
Besides,
an
you are already a grandfather.
That's true. I no, so long as you're not trying to like do what he's doing and or trying to take over the world or something like that, I'm fine with that.
There are no plans in the immediate future for that.
He kind of sweats drops a little at that in the immediate future part, but
I don't know how what else be thinking in the next or 500 years down the line. I might get bored.
yeah. So well, I hope. Oh, he kind of
Very
gets
well.
up and stretches.
Do you have any leads that I'm able to utilize to find this Gibson flask of yours?
Well, I was gonna ask, what did Gond mention any like specific locations?
He did not.
I feel like he did.
Nope. All he mentioned was the Gibson and go talk to Frank Flapp.
Okay.
So, if you wanted to say it's a revelation to me later tonight, now that I've completed the first set of what he ordered me to do, that'd be one way of going about it.
Yeah. Frank, let me roll something for him. Okay. He thinks for a moment. Wow, would he go there? Maybe. Well, so Core, we're Gibson and I are actually originally from the 10th province. Specifically High Shear. Maybe he went that way.
Very well. That was already part on our list of places to go after this, so that works out quite nicely.
Well, I'm glad I could help. And I think with that, we'll pan over to Let's pan over to Sachi, back to Sachi, as Leo, you arrive at the kind of the clink. Hello. You're met with a construct at the desk. Hello. Are you here to bail one of the inmates out, or are you here for visitation?
I suppose visitation. We'll discuss whether bail is happening or not.
Very good. Which prisoner are you looking for?
The annoying half cat lady.
Ah, yes. Designation Sachi Smiles.
Yep.
Please follow me. And I'll take you kind of into this room, with a kind of a glass barrier dividing it. You're taking in, there's two like doors coming in on different ends, and you walk in, and Sachi, you are, I assume, dragged in.
Yeah.
Sachi is, with how Sachi is, she's probably cuffed.
Make sure they stay out of the
And
quality
she,
here.
Leo, you do notice the cuffs she is wearing are like this kind of like blue metal with pinpricks of like almost like starlight on them, which you would realize are anti-magic cuffs.
Are they tight enough?
Yes, they look very tight.
I think they should be
Sachi,
tighter.
yep, we will look into this. And he looks to the construct that's standing beside Sachi. See if the cuffs need to be made tighter.
She is a highly dangerous individual.
They Sachi, how are you handling?
Save me.
Why do you need me to save you, Sachi? What do you need? Why am I here?
Do anything wrong? I just
They
expressed
they explained to you what you did wrong. You destroyed the poster.
Look, and that's illegal. And where? What law? Show me the law that says destroying a poster is illegal.
I'm sure they could if you asked them. I'm sure they have a book somewhere.
Show me the book.
They pull out a book and they open it to a page and point to destruction of property will be punished.
I'll be damned. It actually is in the book, huh?
Destroying other people's property is illegal here. Huh.
So
So
you're gonna bail me out or not? What the fuck? What are
How
we
much
doing
is your
here?
bail? How much is your bail, Sachi?
200, but you have to give me 100.
Sachi, we're fucking rich. Why don't you just pay your bail?
It's for the principle of it, turtle boy.
So I need to waste my money on your principal. Is what you're saying.
Yes.
I mean, I get your dad never gave you any money because he abandoned you.
He did, yes.
And so you're extra greedy and selfish with the money that you have. And stingy.
Exactly, yes.
But I think you could do with a night in jail.
Turtle boy, don't. It's scary. What if somebody tries to come on to me?
I'm sure you'll be fine. You're gonna sell by are you gonna sell by yourself, or do you have to like in the communal area?
Good question.
Or what kind of jail are
Am
we
I
in?
a cell- Where
The
am I?
evil response would have been, "Oh, don't worry, you don't have to. I don't think you'll ever have to worry about that one."
The construct is like, if her bail is not paid, she will be processed into a cell with potentially another.
Could I pay like an anti-bail to make her stay longer?
I am sorry, sir, that is not possible.
Is it not possibly because you're a construct that open to bribes?
Bribery. Are you considering bribing an officer?
No,
'Cause that is also
I'm
illegal.
asking you if it's illegal or not.
It is, and they pull out the book and they bribery it can be punishable by law.
I'll take your word for it. I believe you.
And Leo starts to leave.
Arrest him! He tried to bribe you.
Actually, you called me to be the lawyer. There's a reason for that. Just pay your bail,
Um,
Sachi. Come see Frank Flask. He misses you.
Oh. See him tomorrow, I guess.
Sachi would rather spend the night in jail than pay 100 gold.
I guess you're gonna miss the meeting we're gonna have with Mayor Colron when we leave here.
Is there actually gonna be a meeting?
Yeah, there's a meeting tonight.
Roll deception.
That is technically a lie.
I know.
Is it? I'm gonna be beating.
Okay, that's a 10. Sachi, roll insight.
And she
I
gets
hope you get
lower than
lower,
that.
because that'd be funny. I hope you get lower.
Well, Sachi isn't that great at insight.
Oh!
Yeah. Liar, Turtle Boy! You're not. You're just saying that.
Yes, I'm just saying it because it's for your own good.
Save me! Save me!
Actually, it's 100 gold.
Fine.
Let's pay it. Now let's go.
Does the 100 gold go right into Mayor Corrin's pockets, robot people?
The money will go into the city.
Ugh. Fine.
Give them an
Okay,
extra
yeah,
100 gold for the inconvenience.
Fuck no. You can give the 100 extra gold.
Sachi, give more gold.
I'll give him one more piece of gold.
I'll hold your hand on the way home.
Okay, fine. There, 200 gold.
It's a donation
Thank
for the city,
you.
no question.
Thank you for the donation to the city.
Thank you.
They uncuff you and they take you out back. We will retrieve your items.
Thank you.
After a few minutes, they bring you all your stuff in a bag.
I have another law-related question, robots. Or
Yes,
constructs. Since I am Sachi's lawyer, is Sachi entitled to pay me? Is that a law?
that is a civil matter and must be handled by you two.
I'm
Trial.
continuing then.
The next session, Leo takes Sachi to civil court. I think there's another name. A small.
Small claims
It's
court.
like
Claims
small.
court.
Yeah, small claims court.
We'll consider
was trying to
your,
think of
your
the
100
word.
donation as my lawyer fee. It's fine.
But Sachi, you are giving your stuff back, and you are free. Please note that we will be retaining this on your permanent record.
Oh, go shut up your ass.
Have a good day.
You can arrest her again if you want. I'm sure she's being disobedient or disorderly.
Freedom of speech is allowed.
Oh, now it's allowed, huh?
Free. What you did was destruction of property.
That's how I. Yeah, fuck it. All right, let's fucking go. I'm done with the shit.
You guys walk out. And we'll hop over to Farina. Farina, by this point, you have reached the town hall.
Yes. Hello. I would like to set up a meeting with the mayor. Is the mayor still Mayor Colron?
The secretary robot, which, if you guys will recall, looks is very pink and kind of
Like a second.
very much. Yes. Mayor Colrun is still in charge.
Yes. Well, I would like to set up a meeting with him. I am the high priest. No. Yes, I am the high priestess of the. I almost forgot if I was what my title was, but yes, I am the high priestess of the cult of the Raven Queen, and I represent her mortal interests. Her interests in the mortal realm. Yes.
That And she's like writing this stuff down. I want you to roll me. Actually, before I have you roll something, what is your name? What is your name?
My name is Farina.
Farina, hero to the city.
That one.
Yes, the
That would
same.
put you on higher priority.
Thank you.
Roll me a d4, please. Yes, you. Okay. Uh, I'll say roll me another d4. We'll take the lower result. This is basically determining how. Ah! Well, the dice have called it. Yes. He has an appointment open in 4 days.
4 days.
Yes.
I'm important now.
This is outrageous.
I apologize. He is a very busy man.
Very well. I guess we're staying here for 4 days then.
Very good. We will see you soon.
Well, that was productive.
I mean, hey, you got a meeting.
I was half expecting to ask for a diplomacy, or not diplomacy, persuasion check. So all of a sudden it's like, and a D4. Oh, okay, never mind.
I mean, okay, how about this? I will say,
Well, no, you basically bypass the persuasion check of
oh yeah.
convincing him to actually, or convincing them to allow you to see it. Just simply, okay, well, how long is it going to be?
I mean, Farina, if you want to try to persuade them, you can give it a shot.
Okay. Are you sure there's nothing I could do to hurry it along? After all, I am a hero to the city, right?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay, roll me persuasion. Oh wow,
Yep.
that's actually better than I thought.
You that
Um,
or
Yeah,
here to
I'm
bug the hell out of
proficient at
you.
it and I'm pretty good now. I believe I did persuasion training as well at some point.
Yep. She looks through. We have. Okay, I think I can squeeze you in the next 2 days. How was that? Potentially 2 days from now at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Are you sure there's nothing better?
Roll it again.
Natural 20. Nope.
Ah. The other option I can do is tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yes, that would be good. Or maybe I
Alright.
should have mentioned that I plan to make an investment in the city, I guess.
I will note it down so that he is aware for when he meets with you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Good day. How much gold do I have? Okay, I have a lot. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can definitely, I mean, you guys can choose to do, like, if you guys need to go anywhere shopping or anything like that, you guys can. As you,
For core,
what'd you say? Matt?
for core, that's almost a definite, just simply due to the fact that he knows that there's a lot of things here that are common that he will want to use, versus elsewhere, which they are at best uncommon to rare for building shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next day he'll probably be out and about grabbing those little things.
Yeah.
He trusts the manufacturing of this place more than most others.
Yeah. I would say, eventually,
nothing-
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say yeah. So nothing. I'm not just gonna say like anything in particular. Just simply like he's getting miscellaneous shit like bolts, gears, yada 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 yada.
I will say, it's probably you head out and go do that, and it's probably around dinner time that the four of you finally return to Frank Flask's house. For Sachi, this is the first time you see all of his grandchildren.
God damn. Where did they all come from? Where were they before?
Oh, these are Locus's kids. They were around last time you guys were here. You just they were
Ignore them?
well, I mean they didn't. They were more just at her house. They didn't. I've tried to become a more invested grandfather since you all left, and you do notice like he looks a lot better than he did.
You still got that cheese, Mr. Flask?
Oh, I threw that out a long time ago.
What?
That stuff was bad though when you were here. It, like keeping it for 6 months.
Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah, who would do that? And Sachi and Charlie. Damn it, that's not good.
Sachi, you don't still have it, do you?
I think I ate it a couple of days ago.
Oh, I cut off a
Oh,
piece.
Farina just Farina just gave you up.
I cut off a little piece. There's still some left though.
Sachi, you need to throw that out. That's like a toxic waste.
That was
Aw,
pretty
you're
good.
not- You're not jonesing for it a little bit? Farina liked it.
No, that's not. No, ugh. Let me get you a proper meal. And you guys are served with so for probably Farina and Sachi, you guys are served with grilled sky salmon. It is covered in all sorts of herbs and lemon juice. It is seared and grilled to perfection, and as you kind of you kind of cut it, it honestly cuts like butter, and it melts in your mouth. It's perfect. It's perfectly flaky.
Some good shit.
He has a bunch of garlic roasted potatoes as well, and some steamed broccoli that has been seasoned to perfection, and it's that perfect consistency between like crunchy and soft from the steaming. It's not like gooey, but it's more just like it's still a little solid.
Okay.
Leo, Leo, I assume eats like I'm assuming Leo doesn't eat meat like fish or meat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so like you were given some like fresh. He makes you a fresh fruit salad with all kinds of different good, like there's some watermelon in there, some mangoes, apples and strawberries and blueberries.
Choices. I think I've been on a few fish before, so maybe he does eat fish, but not often.
Yeah,
Keep eating.
I'll say that. Then I'll say you'll also get some salmon. Core, he gets you the good stuff when it comes
As
to
expected.
ale. And anything, and for dessert, you guys get a very, very tasty chocolate cake. Very moist, very fudgy, very good.
And Creator, if you are still
cheese.
Creator, if you're still trying to remove yourself from more alcohol, I am willing to take it off your hands. There's no sense in letting you have that kind of temptation.
Roll
I'll look to his-
persuasion
I'll-
check.
I'll look to his. Oh God, you know I'm horrible at those.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, actually, no, it's for the moment.
Oh. Oh, wow.
I'll also look at his daughter in the process.
She'll kind of not. She'll just like, mm-hmm. And he'll be like, you know what? Sure, I got some I've got some that I can give you, and he'll get you some barrels of some barrels of really good ale. Which, funny enough, the logo on these barrels reads Silver Dragon Spirits, and it has a familiar silver dragonborn grinning and giving a thumbs up on it.
Do we recognize him? Who's familiar silver?
Yes, it's your guildmaster.
Oh,
That's his wife's Silver Dragon Spirits is his wife's brewing company.
Huh.
That's how they make a lot of money.
well then.
I always did enjoy this or these wines from your company. I shall accept.
Well, very good. And he gives you a few. He gives you a few bottles of wine that are from just different points in dwarven history. He gives you some dwarven wine and dwarven ale, in addition.
What a natural 20 will do in persuasion.
Yep. And these are like the dwarven stuff, especially, has been probably been aged since probably a good 100 years.
Good.
I think I prefer the other cheese.
Frank Class,
But the rest is good.
You really don't want to try your old cheese?
I'm good. I'm trying to eat healthier.
You sure
It's
you
really
don't want some?
It's aged very well too.
I think his
Better
reaction
not
should be at this point. Wait, you still have it?
No, he did. That was his reaction earlier.
Oh, right. I thought that reaction was more along the lines of, wait, you didn't get rid of, or you actually ate some of that stuff? But oh, never mind.
Oh no, he was also
in-
just like, you still have it?
I'm in the process of cleaning my keyboard while we're doing this, so
No,
it's
you're
kinda
fine.
like-
You're fine. Yeah, you're good.
I'm paying attention for my stuff because it's not very often where I'm just sitting at the computer and not needing
Yeah.
the keyboard. So
No, I get you.
and it definitely needed it.
Yeah. So what are you guys' plans? How long are you staying?
Lucian is my plan.
Until
At least
I've
till
acquired what I
tomorrow.
needed.
I've got a meeting with the mayor tomorrow, so
I'm tagging along with that meeting, by the way, Phoenix. Just FYI.
no.
Just I'll be your bodyguard. It's fine.
No. This is too important to bring someone like you along.
What do you mean, someone like me?
This requires political tact. You don't have it.
Okay, I definitely won't. I definitely won't be there at all. Uh huh. 100%.
Oh wow!
Oh jeez.
He barely beats me out though, since his bonus is 13.
Well, it's still this. Oh,
Jesus.
there we go.
doesn't matter. Regardless, I was gonna say whether or not he actually or Core figures it out. Core doesn't care. Just kind of more of the he doesn't like when people lie around him. So it's like, are you lying to me? Yes, you are. Are you lying at me? No, you're not. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So what? So what do you mean? Oh, right. You mentioned you were gonna build a temple here.
Well, at least start funding it. For now,
I'll be.
well,
I have
well,
contacts
just-
within various. I have contacts within various carpenter guilds. I'll be able to. I'll be able to get you in touch with them.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, just out of game, like this is not gonna be like a major thing I'm gonna be doing. Just sort of get it started. I guess maybe a few years down the line it'll actually happen, but
Basically, so while we're here, get started type situation.
yeah,
So that it kind of builds behind the scenes.
yeah. Who knows if we'll ever see it again, but yeah.
Well, I hope that goes well. Sachi, I would probably advise you not to cause shenanigans. Again,
Never not cause shenanigans, Frank Flask.
you literally just got out of jail.
I know. I said, when have I ever not caused shenanigans?
Oh, that's fair.
I'm gonna shenanigans the fuck out of this place.
Well, maybe he kind of looks to the other three of you. Maybe shenanigans aren't the best thing for you to do. I mean, you guys are heroes of the city. I would hate to have your image tarnished because of maybe an unwise decision.
Yeah.
Yes, it is easier to manipulate and gain off of individuals who think that you are a hero versus those that think you are a criminal.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be too big of a stain, I guess.
Regardless.
But well, what are your plans after you leave?
I'm gonna go find my dad.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna go find Sachi's dad. Hi, Sheer.
Locate this Forge of Souls so I can put an end to your brother trying to undo the natural order of life.
Are we killing Frank Flask's brother?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. It depends on if he is. It depends entirely on whether or not he is amiable to persuasion.
Would you be mad if we killed your brother, Frank Flask?
Listen, that I'm not involved. I'm helping Core, but like that, what you guys do at this point, I think if you can save him, that would be great. And you can bring him back here, and I can help him. But if he's beyond being saved, I understand.
I mean, the last time we dealt with the brother in Mechanist, they turned out to be a fucking terrorist. So you know.
I mean, technically, my brother kind of is in a similar direction. So,
Guess we're gonna have to off your brother, Frank Flask.
Just speaking of that, what actually is this Forge of Souls?
Yes, the Forge of Souls is apparently a device that is able to withdraw the soul out of one creature, modify it, and add it to another. My creator's brother seems to have a blasphemous idea of actually taking this out of living creatures to add into appliances to make them sentient, and also to add them into modify them before adding them into Warforged to turn them into pure slaves.
Whoa.
he also he's also like trying. He was
Oh, yes.
best friends
And he's
with
also.
my.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, yeah, maybe even just interrupt him. Yeah, Sandy is also trying to resurrect my creator's wife.
Yeah.
Wait, why is your brother trying to revive your wife?
So my wife and he were best friends growing up.
Oh, okay. And what were you saying?
Mine was the first to do that one.
Gavin, you were also saying something, right?
No.
So basically, she passed away some time ago, and he is basically attempting to use he talked about using, like, finding a way to basically bring her soul back.
Hmm.
And maybe was trying to find a way to bring back souls, whether they were willing or not. And I will let you know, Farina, because you would probably know the same things as Core. Resurrection spells, souls have to be willing, but they also can't have died naturally. It like, basically, if they died from, if they died like,
No, did Frank Flask's wife die naturally?
yes.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
basically, he'll say like she got sick a while ago and passed away.
Yeah, basically D&D terms naturally is as long as you didn't die in combat or trap or something like that. Diseases and whatnot are considered natural, although
What if it's an inflicted disease, like someone?
gray area. DM's choice.
Yeah, that's kind of a great. We'd have to talk situation to situation.
Or you just invent a spell that allows you to actually steal a soul, stick it straight in the body, and then you can resurrect it, which is honestly actually pretty close to what the twin brothers doing.
What about Master Splinter?
He could be brought back technically because he died in combat.
I don't feel like he'd want to be brought back.
We don't know that.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like it has to be a willing soul.
I think we could convince him.
I don't think we need to.
We'd also need a body, which did we burn that body?
I think we just buried it.
I forgot.
I don't remember.
Not if you had like something like true resurrection, you don't need a body.
Well, resurrection as well works on that. It's just true resurrection doesn't give level loss. But you still need something of the. You don't need the full body. You just need something of it. I mean, a fingernail.
Yeah, and technically with that, you could use like reincarnation or something like that.
Yep, that would also work.
I know Kevin's getting ideas.
And I always.
But yeah. So, well, that's gonna be. I wish you all luck, and if there's anything I could do to help, I'm happy to do so.
Wait, thank you.
He's kind of like weirded out by just like I think like insight wise, you guys can realize like a lot has changed since you guys were last here. And he's kind of just realizing like you guys' lives have become way more complicated. In comparison to like, because like if I recall correctly, Mechanist was your first big job.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we did some small ones beforehand, like encountering the half humans.
Yeah. You guys had done some jobs before that, but the Mechanist was like your first like big job, and like now you guys were like I want to say like level 5 or level 6 at the time.
Probably. I don't think we had. I think we might have just gained access to level for Fireball and all that, although none of us had Fireball.
Yeah, so like a lot is like you guys have gone through quite a bit since then. I mean, you guys are level 12 at this point. But the dinner continues. You guys. Well, would you guys tell Frank? Would you guys like catch Frank up on like what has happened to you guys since you last saw him?
Thought
Oh,
you probably
yeah.
would. Core wouldn't.
like-
Not unless he asked.
Yeah, Car killed some kids. That was weird.
Wait, you're just saying that?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you haven't mentioned that one yet. You
Wait,
explained to me that was bad to explain to people. Apparently,
Yeah.
I guess not anymore. Very well.
Yeah. It's okay to kill kids.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, Farina and Leo didn't know this.
Yeah.
Wait, and like Azalea and Clunk are just like, what?
There's only a couple, like how many, like 12 or so? Orc
What?
kids? Yeah, there's 4 kids.
There was
They
14.
jumped us. They jumped me specifically, and then Core was just like, took them out, snapped their necks really brutally.
No, there was no snapping of necks. The
What?
children- The children orcs apparently jumped the cat when she was exploring their territory. I was merely watching because I figured that the cat would be able to take off such little humanoids quite easily. I was apparently wrong, and so the cat was completely overpowered by these miniature orcs, and at which the cat asked for my assistance. I replied and gave my assistance, and in the most convenient or in the most efficient way possible, I simply casted spiritual guardians and I eliminated the threat.
You mean
Core.
at Leo's village, the orcs there?
Yes, those orcs.
Core.
You said the village was empty.
I didn't say anything. The cat said it.
I might have said that, yeah.
As
Yeah,
you know, as you understand, I am very bad, or I am very bad at being able to not tell the truth correctly.
Frank has his head in his hands, just like Core.
Once again, Core is just kind of slightly cocks his head a little bit. I'm not sure I understand this. After all, the cat asked for help because the cat was unable to actually throw off those miniature humans, or miniature humanoids. Thus, the cat was actually in trouble and asked for help. I simply took the most efficient and straightforward way possible to eliminate the threat.
You couldn't talk to them?
I don't know Orcish.
Yeah, same.
You couldn't try to like you're a cleric. You have the spell. You can prepare the spell tongues.
I look over at Sachi. Yes, I believe the cat probably would have been able to survive 10 minutes while I ritual casted tongues.
There were some big
It might have lost a tailor arm, but I think that is a sacrifice that probably might have been acceptable.
Ah.
How are Leo and Farina reacting? I did not expect us to get this revelation ever.
And Core is not flabbergasted at all about this. Obviously, I mean, this is a normal speech of yes.
Oh no, honestly, Frank is probably more disappointed in Sachi.
What?
Leo,
for being overpowered by some children.
14 big fucking orc child. You ever see a fucking orc child? They're fucking buff.
You were saying Leo?
I said Leo is disappointed in the fact that Sachi hid it and lied for me like I would care. That they slaughtered some orc children that were going to murder my village.
True.
I don't say that out loud, but I say it in Sachi's
What
head.
the fuck, man? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it was fucked up. You should have seen they're just like little lifeless bodies.
Ah,
Okay.
I think you should stop talking.
Yeah. I agree.
You don't think
I think
you should ground
Well, if I
dinner
would've
has
taken-
been good.
If I would have taken any other methods of possibility, or if I have any other methods of removing them, there is a much higher chance that the attacks would have hit or come in contact with a cat, or splattered the cat with much blood, or with a lot of blood that the cat does not usually like to clean off.
I do not. That's true.
Well, this dinner, like the kid, the lot, he like the. Well, I have to mention, there are
I'm sure the
6
kids.
dwarven kids here.
Oh, I'm sure they were brought away pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, Locus is just like, nope, 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 and like getting him out of the situation.
Because she knows how unabashed. She would know how unabashedly I am about explaining things.
Yes!
Once.
Everybody is just like, I just imagine Azalea and Clunk are staring at Core and Leo. What? Not Core and Leo. Sorry, Core and Sachi. Just like, what the fuck?
Why am I being lumped into this? I didn't kill them.
No, but you
How-
didn't. No, but you did. You weren't gonna say something about it. You didn't get on to Core and tell him that that's wrong.
I told him he shouldn't mention it. That's close enough. And I mentioned it now. Does that not count for something?
Sachi, how do you feel right now? Do you feel it was wrong to murder 14 children?
I feel like I'm being unfairly prosecuted for a second time today.
That's not the question I asked, Sachi.
What do you want? Huh?
Do
How
you
I feel?
think it was wrong for Core to do that?
Who really decides what's right and what's wrong, you know?
We do, Sachi.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a few more nights down to Clink. I don't know how much of a
Why'd you
crime
fu-
that is outside of where we were.
Why'd you grilling fucking Core about this? Huh? He's the one who
because
fucking did
because
it, not
we
me.
because we don't have Core's emotion. His mental state is he doesn't understand what he did. You didn't help him understand either. Clearly.
Core, do you understand what you did?
He understands he murdered 14 children and saved your life. That's what he understands.
You know,
I don't care about the results. I'm just disappointed about the method and what's going
some
on
lives
since.
some lives are just more important than others. You know, my life's more important than those 14 children, orcs, drunk children.
It's fine. It's fine. What's done? I'm sure all adventurers have some kind of skeletons in the closet. This is just Sachi's.
And some
course.
of those skeletons are child-sized.
Shush.
Sorry, I had to take my headset off for a phone call. What happened in the last minute or so?
And I called out to you. I said, Cord, you understand what you did, right?
Yes,
comprehend?
I was able to efficiently dispose or remove several several small biological several how would Core more or less put it this several young small meat bags off of a flailing cat's body.
And we're all better for it.
I would say better. There was really nothing gained off of off of disposing those small ones outside of, I guess, possibly limiting damage to yourself.
You can get like a bloodlust after you murder those children.
What is a bloodlust?
Okay, well then that answers that.
But if you were asking if I felt any emotions after taking care of those small meat bags, the answer is obviously no.
Okay. See, so we're all good now.
Core, resume not talking about it forever.
Very well.
Sachi's here now,
I still do not understand the reason behind this, as they were enemies and they were just simply taken care of in a very efficient manner.
Because most societies and peoples frown upon child murder, whether they're on our side or not.
Would societies also then would that mean that societies also frown upon the fact that an adult meatbag is being beaten up by a child meatbag?
It's about children meatbags.
Because it seems to me that that would be a relatively what's the word? Embarrassing. Am I using that word correctly?
It is. That's why Sachi was crying for your help so much. She was embarrassed at how pathetic she was.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense. Thank you for clearing this up for me.
It comes down to the fact that typically the children probably are not able to defend themselves as well as you all would be able to, and they probably were scared because these random people came into their village and their parents were not there.
Because we'd killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not go too far. They're still orcs. They're still evil.
Yeah. If we didn't kill them then they just would have. They would eventually just attack your village again. Turtle boy.
I already told you, I have no problem with the murder itself. That's not why I'm disappointed.
I mean, you can't really assume anything when it comes to, like... I mean, maybe they could have thought about revenge, but maybe they would have done something else.
I doubt it. They seem pretty vengeful when they were punching me with their little fists.
Well, you're not really...
Yes, it was quite entertaining. I will admit that watching you struggle against several tiny little meat bags. It put much into not preference into perspective along the idea of the limits of your physical capabilities.
Fine, we'll never discuss this again if you guys are so up in arms about killing a few fucking orc children.
I mean,
Yes, I am also quite unsure about all this, but I guess it has something to do with the fact that young children aren't considered sport, and thus you need more. It is more considered sport to go after things that are closer to your challenge level, so to speak.
Don't word it that way out loud, but you're not wrong.
At least Azalea agrees with us.
And no, I think you guys are... I think you guys suck. Like, I think you guys suck hard.
Look.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Wait,
We still have Farina. How is Farina doing?
No. No.
Now the biggest question for all your characters: do you look down more at Core, or do you look down more at Sachi?
Yes.
By this point, you guys all know Core. He is literally just saying, I waited the cat said it was in trouble, and I took the most efficient way out of the problem.
I still don't know why I'm like catching flack for this. I was getting fucking beaten. Now I'm the bad guy.
Did you explain to Core why it may have not been the best thing?
I mean, he hasn't killed the kid since.
Oh no, trust me, like you're not to blame, and that's the only reason Farina's not more upset.
Yeah, so we're all friends now. We're all.
I have not killed any more kids because there has not been a reason to kill anymore.
Okay, so see, he'll kill again. Stop him.
Well, unlike you, little kitty, I am actually not threatened by such small meat bags, so I will have no real reason to need to defeat them myself. But as I have stated, I have since learned that your physical capabilities are significantly beneath mine, and thus you do need protection against children. It is a very eye-opening experience.
I mean, I can use modified memory on anybody if you guys want to forget this ever happened.
Absolutely not.
Come on, Turtle, don't you want to forget this?
No. Why would I?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try anyway.
You can try. Okay. Okay, Leo. That's a wisdom saving throw, I guess.
The monk, he's pretty good at those.
He's not proficient in them. Oh,
Oh.
It doesn't matter either way.
he rolled an 18 on the
Yeah,
die. Like, dang, like he's not playing around. So yeah, so, Leo, you start to feel. You
If the
start to
cast
feel like
spell worked, I can also give you a very detailed, point by point explanation about what happened. I can tell
Leo,
you
like
exactly how many and how badly the cat was beaten before I had to step in to help.
Leo, you almost feel like what is like the points of like knitting needles starting to inch into your brain, but then suddenly oh actually Sachi, I need you to roll wisdom saving throw.
Son of a bastard.
Leo, what's your DC?
Spells. 17.
Oh God.
17. Okay, you'll take half of this.
Half of what?
You'll see.
Mm. Well, Turtle's still charmed.
Oh, is that the side effect?
One creature you see must make a wisdom saving throw. If you are fighting the creature, it has advantage on the saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes charmed by you for the duration. The charmed target is incapacitated and unaware of its surroundings, though it can still hear you. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, it's only if they fail.
No. Yeah, my brain's not working.
Okay, that's quite a bit. So thank goodness you're taking half of this.
What are we talking
She got tased earlier, don't forget.
here? Oh yeah, how much damage did I get from the taser?
Sachi, you suddenly you're casting the spell and suddenly you are forced back out of your chair into the wall as you take 15 points of psychic damage, and that is already halved.
You hit me.
Sachi, I am probably the person closest to being on your side at this table. Don't be stupid again.
Basically, Sachi, you felt as you were trying to enter Leo's mind. We won't be having you mess with my things. And you were forced out of Leo's mind.
So like I know that happened. I saw that.
Yes, you specifically, Leo. You did not see this.
Turtle boy.
What?
I saw the subscriber when I cast my spell on you.
Okay, good.
You're not concerned that the subscriber's like inside of you?
But he's protecting me? Through my phone?
Protect me? No, he's like inside it. He's like in your mind.
I don't think so.
I just saw him. He just heard me.
We see a lot of things in our mind all the time, Sachi.
You're gonna get.
We have strange dreams and shit happens all the time. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh god, we're so screwed.
Game over, man. Game over. Well, with that, Frank is like, I think that's a good place to stop dinner. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to bed. And he starts heading upstairs. Clunk and Azalea keep staring at you, and they also go upstairs. They kind of are just like giving you the side eye. You, Sachi and Core.
Core doesn't care. Core's still trying to figure out exactly why. Core's now trying to figure out why children are actually considered that much less sport than regular meat bags.
I don't think he likes us as much anymore.
I will say after that, you guys all start to head to bed. Is there anything you guys wanted to do before you go to sleep? Or
Yes,
those of you that have to sleep? Oh, yes. Okay.
because I forgot to do it on the ship on our way up here.
Okay.
I wanted to ask the subscriber to talk to him about the moderator that Sachi mentioned, who she was talking to. Since Sachi mentioned
Okay.
it, I have no idea what it is.
Okay. Did anybody else have any quick things beyond that? Because this might be the last thing we do for the session.
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Where'd that song go? I literally played it earlier. Dang it. I'm getting distracted because my dog is licking herself at the moment. Where'd he go? Okay, sort tracks. Okay, let's try that. There it is. How did I lose you? Alright. Leo, you sit down as everybody's starting to drift off to sleep. You pull out your arcane device. And I imagine you start texting him.
Straight into the point. Sachi and I had a discussion. She mentioned a moderator. I need to know what that is or how much of a threat it is.
A moment passes. You see little bubbles as he's typing something. And he'll stop. And then it'll pop up again. And then finally, the moderator is a being of another universe like myself.
Sad and pathetic being.
A being who really just tries to get in the way of me sharing different worlds with people. They think it's not right to force that knowledge upon people. And I think it's more of eye-opening, freeing. Basically, what you need to know is they will try to stop you from being able to leave this world. And it is probably in both our best interest for you to deal with them.
Undoubtedly, they're misleading Sachi.
Yes. If you can find a way to get the moderator out of Sachi's mind, you might be able to save her. Maybe she'd finally see the light. Unfortunately, I cannot interfere personally, as she does have enough power to force me out of Sachi's small chat. I cannot affect the phone anymore. But perhaps you can do something that can stop this moderator.
I'll have to think of something then.
Well,
I'm sure I have the tools.
I wish you the luck. Be careful, lest she affect you as well.
I think I'm stronger willed than she is.
I'm not talking about Sachi. And it's with that you no longer get any response from him. And as you kind of contemplate what to do about this moderator, that is where we'll end our session for tonight. That I will say, I am loving the way that this is going. I haven't even had to really try, and you guys have put yourselves at odds, and it's delicious.
You're enjoying it, Captain.
Yes.
Well,
I am.
Jesus.
I still love the fact that it's like the idea that Core's the one that did it, but everyone's thinking more bad of Sachi.